Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Andrew McDaid, founder of OPUM Technologies. Look, it's really exciting to be here today. Actually really energizing to see so many amazing solutions to some of the world's biggest healthcare problems. At OPUM, what we're tackling is also one of these very large problems in joint health. Our first focus is squarely in knees. So what we're doing is we're empowering practitioners with the most comprehensive functional knee data, and we're doing this with the most accurate knee sensor on the market. And I'll talk a little bit more about accuracy later on and why physicians are trusting our data. So our sensor, importantly, clips onto existing knee braces, and we also have a wearable solution ourselves for those patients that don't need a knee brace. Now, that patent-protected modularity is important because it allows us to leverage existing orthotic care modalities, and it also allows us to address the most complete set of use cases across knee health. So really the clinical problem that we're solving here is that without visibility of knee health outside of the clinic, orthopedic care is delivered completely suboptimally. So you've got patients who are doing great, and yet they're still scheduled to come in and see their surgeon when that surgeon could otherwise be using that time in the operating room. On the other hand, you've got patients who are high risk and non-compliant and delaying coming in, and that's just exacerbating their condition and going to be causing more higher costs downstream. So what does a consultation look like? For those that don't know, a patient comes in, there's a collection of medical information as well as physical examination. Now surgeons are spending up to 2.5 days a week, so half of their time in these sort of consultations, and they're seeing up to 40 patients a day. So the current solution really is just for these guys to have shorter and shorter consultations, and they're less thorough. And at the moment, what they're also doing is offloading a lot of the follow-ups to their MA/PA assistants to do. So our solution is the digital knee platform. The platform consists of a polycentric knee goniometer, so it delivers inherently accurate data that's intuitive and easy to collect for a patient in the home. We have an AI-based motion processor, which allows us to automate the examination and also delivers a wide range of clinically relevant metrics, so over 24 metrics at this stage. So our platform's delivering trusted clinical data, collected in real time and available on demand for surgeons. So that's making them more efficient, more accurate, and more decisive. So what we're selling to surgeons is a future when that 2.5 days of consultation could become 1.5 or potentially even 1 day. You know, getting them to imagine themselves as being more of a conductor of their caseload, seeing patients that they should bring in and patients that don't need to come in. So really utilizing their clinical expertise and decision making in a digital way versus feeling like they're just on this production line of consultations one after the next. So I'm not going to stand here and claim that we can replace all clinical consultations. Of course, building a relationship and rapport with your surgeon is extremely important. But what we are doing is some commonly used evaluations. So for example, range of motion, we're digitizing that. And then we also have some more advanced analytics as well. So things like daily exertion throughout the day, as well as advanced knee loading and analytics as well. So we know that surgeons are very precise, and so accuracy and trust has been at the forefront as we've designed this technology. So over the past 3 years, we've done a number of validation studies, and we've shown that our metrics are equivalent to lab-based motion capture and also in-clinic assessment. We've also looked at inter-rater reliability, so what results we're getting when patients are in the home. In terms of clinical studies, our platform has been in randomized control trials, and we've shown that the data can actually drive clinical outcomes. So we've showed improvements in function, pain, and we've shown that for those in conservative management, we've decreased the intention to undergo a joint replacement by 29%. We have a high net promoter score of plus 63, and our patients are telling us that they're really wanting to continue on with this intervention past the 3-month trial. And so that's a really important indicator as we start to talk about remote patient monitoring reimbursement. In terms of physicians, the feedback that we're getting is that We've been able to prove that we can identify high-risk patients and bring them in for more timely interventions. And we're also working with those partners to develop new, more optimized protocols post-surgery that reduce the number of in-person consultations. We have a number of patents and more in the pipeline, a number of algorithms across biomechanics and AI throughout our stack as well. Where we see our real differentiation against generic monitors or vision-based systems is across 3 different levels. So fundamentally, we have a more accurate sensor, more intuitive to use, so more trusted data. The second level then is around the more comprehensive nature of our clinical metrics, so the insights we're delivering to clinicians. So based on this, we're able to provide real efficiencies and real benefits to surgeons today. The third phase is in the future, where we see that these advanced metrics are going to help to improve knee care. So whether that's the physicians utilizing those advanced metrics or our AI algorithms identifying biomarkers in the data that indicate certain interventions need to be done or certain care pathways should be personalized. So we've also had success building remote patient monitoring codes, enabling our physicians to build those codes. As of this year, remote therapeutic monitoring codes have also become available, which has doubled the amount of reimbursement on the table. So for a clinic, this is significant top-line revenue, in the order of $2 million that they can start to be billing. We also see other revenue streams for OPUM in terms of advanced reporting, for example, to physical therapists with gait reports or athletic trainers who are wanting to look after injured athletes as they're going back after their surgeries. So if we look at the breakdown of all those different customer segments across the addressable market, you see that there's a huge size of opportunity here. We also see that as the different practitioners type starts to adopt our technology, there's this network effect that's going to start building. So our sales strategy is that we're going to be leveraging the existing relationships through the brace manufacturers that we have already integrations with. We have an experienced veteran orthopedic sales rep who's leading that. We're growing a cohort of independent sales reps, both surgical and knee brace reps. We have already a partnership with one of the largest global knee brace companies, Tuan, who has headquarters in France, and also a subsidiary, Townsend, in California. So we have planned a company-wide rollout with them in Q4 this year. We're also, in parallel, having discussions with other brace manufacturers and also joint implant companies as well, as we're a vendor-neutral solution. So our business model and ramp-up of sales force has us reaching $100 million of revenue in the next 5 years post this next round. We really see this as an achievable goal and also in a capital-efficient manner because of the way we're leveraging existing sales forces, those relationships, and the accounts that these folks will be visiting already. So finally on team, the technology was spun out of my research lab. We've had significant funding, including from the US Department of Defense. We have collaborations, including the likes of NASA, 150 peer-reviewed research papers, which really forms the core of our product. We have experienced commercial CEOs supported by a wider leadership team across sales, marketing, and engineering. Of course, we have a very experienced, sophisticated board, multiple exits across technology and medical devices as well. So where we are at the moment, we're going through that commercial journey. We're having some early discussions at the moment around a Series A later on this year. We have support from existing shareholders as well as some strong interest from strategics as well. So look, we're going to be around, myself and colleagues, so happy to have discussions and share any more information for anyone that's interested to talk further. Thank you.